Hey guys, good afternoon. It is John C. Morley here, sir, entrepreneur. Welcome to Inspirations of Your Life. I'm so glad that you decided to drop in and join me. We have a really powerful master topic this week. We always have great master topic, but this one I really enjoy because it um, really hits something that I think a lot of people wonder about, and that is how to study smarter and not harder. We're on series 4. We're on show basically 7, and the episode I'll give you in just a second. The granular topic for today is how to exercise your eyes. Again, this is series 4, show 7, episode 5. Maybe you want to go ahead and grab something delicious from the kitchen. You can feel free to do that and head on back, or maybe a drink or what have you. And love to share some great information with you today. So, I am your host, ladies and gentlemen, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. I'm not only a podcast coach, but I'm a podcast host. And I welcome you to another wonderful episode of Inspirations Real Life. Incidentally, if you missed either parts of this show or any other show, or you want to check out any of my other great content, just visit believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. So this one hit me because I think it's important when we study. A lot of times we don't take good care of our eyes. Our eyes were only given two, but we're only given one set. So we want to take good care of our eyes. We don't want to overstrain them. So, 9 eye exercises to keep your vision strong and you not fatigued. Number 1, blink more often. Okay, so the things I'm going to do, if you're listening to this, you may want to watch it because you might not get everything because I'm going to be doing some visuals. So, one is blink, right? Blink more often. I'm blinking right now like that. I'm blinking a lot. So, blinking might seem basic, but it's one of the most powerful ways to refresh your eyes. Every blink spreads moisture across the surface of your eyes, keeping them hydrated and reducing strain in them. When we stare at our screen, our blinking rate actually decreases, leading to dryness and discomfort. Try this. Set a reminder to blink intentionally every few minutes. I'm going to do this right now. Okay, just like that. I'm blinking a few times, quite a few times. All right. And when we actually blink, it's actually pretty relaxing. I know it might look weird if somebody's watching us, but trust me, it does help. So, again, set that reminder. Practice rapid blinking for 10 to 15 seconds. So, if I do that like this, I'm going to blink 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I did 20. Okay, but 15 is all you really need. And my eyes feel great. And I can really feel the lubricant that has kind of, moved around in my eyes. So that's really good. Number 2, follow the 20-20-20 rule. One of the best ways to prevent digital eye strain is by following the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. Now, if you're doing the Pomodoro method, of course, this will be automatic. So basically, I'll look at something like maybe I'll look at the other end of the room. Okay, I'll look at every 20 minutes. I'll look away. I'll focus away. Okay, and for at least 20 seconds. So I'll look away from the camera and I'll look at the other end of the room and I'll just keep looking there. Right now, I just happen to be looking out the window, which is opposite you guys, opposite the camera. And so I'm looking again, do that for about 20 seconds or so and just kind of relax and then come back. And so this is a really great way. And this simple habit will help us relax our eye muscles, reduce strain from prolonged screen time, and improve long term vision health. A pro tip: set an alarm or use an app to remind you. It's a game changer for anyone working on a computer all day, especially. So when the Pomodoro timer goes off, the first thing I do is I look away from the computer and I go look at something. So that's a great opportunity right there. All right. Number 3. Ready for number 3? All right. Number 3 is this, ladies and gentlemen, and that is an eye rolling exercise. This is kind of cool. I really enjoy this. So rolling your eyes isn't just for sarcasm. It's great at performing an eye workout. So slowly roll your eyes clockwise. So I'm going to do this now, and you're going to kind of wonder what I'm doing if you're listening. So I'm going to roll them clockwise, and I'm going to roll them around, clockwise, around, all the way to the floor without moving my head. So I'm going to start at the top, 12 o'clock. I'm going to come down, side, back down toward the floor, around the other side, and back up, and do that a few times. And so that's a real cool thing. So you want to do at least 10 eye rolls. So we start up, 2, down, up, down, 2, up, down, 2. You get the idea. I'm not going to do 10 right now, but you get the idea. So try doing 10 eye rolls in each direction. Keep your eyes agile and refreshed. This really helps. Number 4, focus shifting technique. Want to strengthen your focus and eye coordination? Try focus shifting. Hold your thumb, and I know you can't understand this if you're just listening, but when you get home, you might want to actually watch it. Hold your thumb about 6 inches away from your face, okay? And focus on it. Then shift your gaze to something far away like a clock or the wall or the window, okay? And then you could also pick a tree outside. Repeat this 10 times to train your eyes. So I'm going to focus on my thumb, focus on something away, adjust to it, come back, adjust to it, come back, adjust to something else in the field, come back, adjust to something else in the field, come back, adjust to something else in the field, come back, and come back. So you get the idea. So do that about 10 times. These are great activities you can do. You can do them anywhere. You can do them at school. You can do them at work. You can do them on vacation. Our eyes always need to be treated properly. Okay, so the next one I really love, it's called palming for relaxation. If your eyes feel overworked, palming is the perfect way to relax them. So rub your hands together to generate some warmth, and then you're gently going to cup them over your closed eyes without applying pressure. I'm going to do this right now. And again, if you're listening, you're going to have to probably want to watch the show later so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm making them nice and warm by just rubbing them back and forth really quickly. All right, I'll breathe deeply. Allow that warm, okay, to come in. So I'm going to just close my eyes as my hands are nice and warm now. I'm going to just cup them right around my eyes, just like that, without putting pressure. Breathe deep and out. Breathe deep and out. Breathe deep and out. So you get the idea. So palming is pretty cool. You should do this for 1 to 2 minutes. It can instantly reduce tension and refresh your vision. Really, really cool. So near and far focus drill. This is a fantastic workout for your eye muscles. Hold a book. Well, let me get a book for you guys. Let's see if I have a book here. I should have a book, or I should have something I can use as a book, probably. Let's see what I've got here. You know, everything's all digital now, as you know. Well, I'm just going to use, do I have a book around here? Yeah, I'll use this little brochure that I have here, which is kind of similar. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold a book or an object close to my face and focus on it for 10 seconds. And then I'm going to look at something in the distance. So I'm going to hold this little brochure. I'm looking on it for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop the book and focus on something in the distance. Come back, 10 seconds, focus something in the distance. Again, always 10 seconds or more. Repeat this 10 times to improve your eye's ability to adjust between near and far objects, which is essential for reading. And so this is really a cool way to basically get your eyes to really feel like they're brand new. And so this is very essential whenever we're doing reading. Number 7, eye massage for circulation. So a gentle eye massage can increase blood circulation, reduce puffiness, and relieve tension. Using your fingertips very lightly, massage the area around your eyes in a small circular motion. Be gentle. Too much pressure can strain your eyes. This technique is especially helpful if you are having tired or puffy eyes from long hours of work. So just take 2 or 3 fingers, and I'm just going to lightly, you probably can't see me, but if you're watching, you can see I'm just taking my eyes and just very gently rolling them around. I'm doing clockwise first, and then I'm going to do counterclockwise. Very lightly. I'm not even putting too much pressure, very light pressure on the eyeball. It really feels so amazing. So those are some things you can try as well. All right, number 8. Number 8 is really cool. Trace an 8 with your eyes. Okay, so strengthen your eye muscles and coordination by imagining a large figure 8 in front of you. Okay, slowly trace the shape with your eye for 30 seconds. So I'm going to start at the top, back down, back up. Make the figure 8. So I'm going to start dip there and back up. Make the figure 8 just like I would write it with a pen and back up. Make the figure 8 like I am with a pen and back up. Make the figure 8 just like a pen with the eyes and come back up. Figure 8 with a pen, come back up. Okay, and that can really help too. That's a really good one. All right, number 9, reduce screen time and adjust lighting. One of the most crucial steps to better eye health is managing screen time and ensuring proper lighting. Staring at screens for too long can cause digital eye strain, headaches, and blurred vision. Reduce screen time when possible. Using blue light filters and adjusting your screen's brightness can match your surroundings will actually help you. Also, avoid using screens in dim lighting as it forces your eyes to work harder. Uh, this was something that I want to tell you about. Now, I'm not pushing this particular light, but there's a light that I found. It's called, I had to look there. It's called the Otter light. Now, um, the thing about the Otter light, which I like, and there are a lot of lights that'll do this, but I thought this was a really cool light. And so, Otter light allows you to mix regular light and basically like outdoor light. Yes. So, Otter lights let you mix outdoor, or I'll call it natural light, and LED light together. And so that's a really cool thing. When you're mixing these two lights together, one thing I noticed happened. I noticed my eyes were not as tired. So I had a light, and then I also have lights in the ceiling. But the problem is those are not reading lights. And so when I was reading through, I'm like, why am I getting so tired? And I realized a long time back that it was because the lights were actually straining my eyes. So make sure wherever you are, you've got plenty of light. If you're in a low lit area and there's a bright light on you, that's fine. I like LED light. I find that it's very relaxing. And remember, don't stare directly at the light, but you want to have the light just like I have on this cast. I have the light actually just over the screen a little bit, and it creates a nice background light as well. But and these lights are not that expensive. I think you can get Otter lights now, if I remember right. Basically, they're you can get these lights for under $100. Uh, they have some really cool ones that you can look at. And, the thing is, when you think about a light, right, you think all lights are the same, but they're not. The reason they're not the same is very simple. It's because it's how they're made and it's basically on what they're giving off. Okay. So again, this one is called it's called the Otter light. This one happens to be a desk light. They make different ones. The thing I like about this is that it is dimmable, and it has a nice gooseneck that's adjustable, and it also has the ability so that you can, you have these two ends, and you can choose to put them together, or you can just choose to put them outright, which is what I did. I put them, basically outright. And when they're outright, the neat thing about it is this is like maybe around $40. They're not terribly expensive, but this little light, I got to tell you, has really increased my productivity. There are lights that do things like LED sanitation and all kinds of like that. This doesn't do that, but what this does do, which I think is really cool, is it allows you to work under a light that is not straining. And I think a lot of times when we think about lighting, people think either we've got to make it really dim or we've got to make it really bright. It's got to be in the middle. That's probably the best thing I could tell you about lighting. Yes, lighting should not be too dim and it should not be too light. It shouldn't actually disturb you. If the light disturbs you, then there's a pretty good shot that that light is probably not a good light for you. Um, I can't tell you how many times, I've been by, um, let's say, an environment and there's very little lighting, or they have lighting in the office, but there's no lighting like where you're reading, like maybe in a waiting room. They put lights there, but they're not really conducive for doing any type of like reading. So I think that's a very important thing, and I think if you can just understand that lighting is just one way that we can enhance our studying. And again, we learned a lot here today, and we're going to try to drill through a little more. So, first thing we talked about was blinking more often. So, by using a Pomodoro timer method, like in Windows, you can set the timer, and then whenever that goes off, you can say, "Hey, I want to blink 15 times." Right? The 20-20-20 rule we talked about, right? Every 20 minutes, um, look away for at least 20 seconds. Okay. So let me say that again. So every 20 minutes, look away. So basically, every 20 minutes, look away at least 20 feet for at least 20 seconds. You get it? Every 20 minutes, 20 feet for at least 20 seconds. Okay. That's a really, really cool thing. I love the eye exercising. I think that's something that I wish more people would do. People sometimes think that eye exercises are bad for your eyes. Eye exercises are good for your eyes. Um, the thing about eye exercises is just like every part of the body, we have to exercise them. If we don't exercise them, they get fatigued, right? And so if we get fatigued, then it's like, oh my gosh, how can I use that eye, right? How can I use my eyes? And when you're reading, whether it's something short or something long, you need to make sure you're not getting tired. A real big thing is taking breaks. And I can't stress that enough. That is really, really key. So, I encourage you to do these 10 rolls or more in each direction of your eyes. It's kind of fun. You could do this while you're waiting for a bus or while you're waiting for a plane or whatever. Typically, when you're doing it, you want to do it when you're not looking at other people because they're like wondering what you're doing, right? So you want to kind of do it in your own private environment. So that's the only thing. So if you're somewhere and you're able to look against a wall, that's fine. You obviously don't want to just be rolling your eyes looking at people. Then we're like, what's wrong with you, right? All right. So getting back to number 4, focus shifting. Strengthening your focus and coordination comes when we learn how to shift. Okay. Like I talked about the thumb with 6 inches away. Our eyes need to do more of this focusing. Okay. A lot of times when we focus one way. And guess what? That one way is just too long and we don't get a break, right? What happens if you were going to take a walk, right? And your whole walk was only uphill and you never went downhill? Well, that's not very good, right? You want to try to balance things in your life, right? Not only walks, but different activities that you have. All right. And so the palming for relaxation, I love this technique, like I said to you. It's really cool because you don't need anything to do except have clean hands. Always make sure your hands are clean. I don't know if I mentioned that. Do clean your hands. I don't mean with the sanitizer. I mean actually with real soap, and you wash them really good, right? I think the typical standard is people say happy birthday 3 times, sing happy birthday 3 times, or say happy birthday to me, happy birthday. And so if you sing that song, do that 3 times, that's usually enough time, they say, to wash your hands. You should palm for 1 to 2 minutes. And it can reduce tension and refresh your vision. So a lot of people ask me, hey, John, how does, the palming uh, technique work to help our eyes? And it's really pretty simple. Um, we help release the facial muscles and naturally reduce frowning by this. And so the palming technique, which has been around for a very, very long time, uh, there should be actually no light as well, or as little as possible, to allow it to enter the eye when you do this. And once you're palming, open your eyes and look around to see if you can adjust your hands in such a way as to exclude as much light as possible. Then close your eyes. Palming positions. You can sit in a chair in front of a table with a stack of cushions or foam pads on it. And you can just prop your elbows on that so you're nice and comfortable. Um, so, how long should I palm, as we said? If you like palming, you're going to find that you're probably going to want to do it for, at least a minute or two. It really will help boost your energy. Mini palms can also be used. If you don't want to use the pull palms, you can just use the back part of your palm, whatever works for you. All right. And so these are all techniques. And I think what I want to bring in this whole week, and I've been bringing to you guys is about studying. So our eyes are needed for studying. Yes, our eyes are needed to study. Whether we're talking about a lecture, whether we're talking about reading, your eyes are a sensory organ, right? And they help feed information into the brain. But we have to make sure we don't overload them. All right. Um, we have to treat them well. We have to make sure that our eyes stay out of any type of environment that could harm it. So, how to prevent getting eye diseases? That's probably the next thing I want to share because I think it's really important in this. Um, so, obviously, you visit your doctor once a year. Maintain healthy weight, eat the right, healthy, balanced diet. But there's some other things you could do to protect your vision. Um, Obviously, finding an eye doctor you trust. Um, some of the eye doctors now don't ever need to dilate your eyes anymore because they have different systems a lot of times that will take a picture of your eye. So that's something new. Um, Encourage yourself to take more physical activity. Um, Make sure you're eating good stuff, right? It's really important. Make a habit of wearing your sunglasses, even on cloudy days. My dad actually got cancer in both eyes. He's fine now, but that had gotten me to really take my eyes even more seriously than I did, which is to wear my sunglasses. I wear Ray-Bans every day, even if the sun is not out. People say, why? Well, the UV light still comes through the clouds when you're outside, whether the sun is out or not. So make a habit to wear sunglasses, even if it's raining. And if you smoke, quit because this can actually harm your eyes. So, taking care of your eyes is not hard. It takes a little bit of practice, right? And so when we know how to do this, like wear sunglasses, wear protective eyewear, give your eyes a rest. Remember the 20 minutes to every minutes to look away for at least at 20 feet for at least 20 seconds. Okay. But how do you, I guess this is the question I have. So how to prevent eye disease like germs and things like that? Well, first thing you have to make sure of is that you wash your hands, like wash them. Clean your contact lenses if you have contact lenses or glasses. Uh, don't share makeup. Avoid touching your eyes. I know it's hard. We all do it. But if you do that, make sure you wash your hands. Okay. Don't touch your face. I know that's hard as well. Sheets and towels. Make sure they're always nice and clean. Contact your ophthalmologist, your doctor. Uh, Protect your eyes from getting germs. Avoid sick people. One thing I'm going to talk about is how to prevent pink eye. When I was much younger, I got pink eye one time. And the most effective method is practicing good hygiene by frequently washing your hands with soap and water, especially after touching someone with pink eye, and avoid touching or rubbing your eyes with unwashed hands. So, how did I probably get? The question is, how do you contract pink eye? Let's say in school. Well, it's pretty easy. You can get pink eye from school a lot of ways. One is there's so many things that get touched, right? Children can get pink eye by touching an infected person or touching an infected railing or book or numerous things. Anything that person has touched and you put your hands back into your eyes, you rub them, well, guess what? You now have that symptom and that can be an issue. So a lot of people say to me, how do you get rid of pink eye? Well, to get rid of pink eye, also known as conjunctivitis, can be treated depending on the underlying cause. There's a couple things you can do. Usually, antibiotic eye drops that you need to get from your doctor. Um, you know, um, that's probably the best one I would recommend for you. Um, and I think the thing about pink eye is that it's not a comfortable thing. I know when I had it, it was like your eye was sore, even light was bothering it. So, these techniques that I've shared with you today, I hope that you'll take the time to experiment with them, to see what works for you, because some techniques will work for some people and some won't work for others. But if you just found one or two ways to improve your eyesight, I think that would make today's show well worth watching, right? That's what I do here, ladies and gentlemen. I give you powerful nuggets that allow you to address different things in your life, all them types of success. And if you're wondering why are we talking about eyes on a motivational show, well, it's simple. This whole week is dedicated to how do we study smarter and not harder. And again, that's not a hard thing to do, but studying smarter requires us to have some knowledge. I think that's probably one of the biggest things that I can, share with you. So again, just to review what we talked about, blink more often, follow the 20-20-20 rule, which is every 20 minutes, look at least 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds, focusing on something. The eye rolling exercise, remember doing clockwise, at least 10 rolls, and counterclockwise. Again, don't do it while you're looking at people. They'll think something's wrong with you. So make sure you have a private area or you're looking away from people. You're facing a wall or somewhere where no one is that can see your eyes. Focus the shifting technique with the thumb. Remember, palming for relaxation. Get your hands nice and warm and then put them on your eyes. The near far focus drill with the book, right? 10 seconds and away. Eye massage for circulation very gently and very lightly. And then lastly, reduce screen time, which again, I recommend using the Pomodoro method. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's always a privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you guys in these amazing days and evenings. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Definitely check everything out. I'll see you guys real soon. Be well. BelieveMeAchieve.com.